Hey guys, Coach Michelle here. So, I know I've been talking about foods that are and like natural herbs and things that are good for you, but I want to talk to you a little bit about something different today. And the reasons why is because Raven just absolutely loves this, and it causes her to have asthma attacks. So, I'm talking about pickles. Now, I found some pickles that are all natural. They don't have the stuff in it that can cause asthma attacks. The only problem is these are $7 for that amount of pickles. So this won't happen very often. And honestly, she didn't like them. And they do taste different than the other pickles. Now, let me tell you about the other pickles. You would think it's pickles. It's vinegar, it's some salt, right? Wrong. They add like these nitrates. There's like sodium benzoate or sodium something or another. There's like 7 different things that they can put in there that can cause asthma attacks. There's also yellow number 5. That's in some of them. That's what, some of them have that bright neon yellowish color to them. Pickles don't come like that. Now, some companies do actually put turmeric in there for the color. But most of them have yellow number 5. Now, there's also another ingredient. It's that sorbate 80, I think is what it's called, which is a preservative that is not necessarily good for you. That one doesn't bother with asthma, but that one can cause problems with other things because it's not a natural ingredient. Now, let me tell you, when I was looking this up back in the 70s, they knew about yellow number 5 causing problems with asthma and asthma attacks. That's why they started having to list it on the label. So hello. That's to tell you something right there. Don't freaking use it, right? But of course, there's a lot of things in our foods that shouldn't be used that are used. But yeah, that I was reading that. That's why they had to start labeling it, because it causes problems. So just keep that in mind. And it's not like doctors tell you, hey, you got to watch out for these foods. Because it's not like, doctors are not necessarily schooled in nutrition. So they don't know these things, right? So you have to be vigilant about looking things up. And I know it's hard because what are you supposed to do? Look up every single ingredient? The best thing to do, I would tell you, is if you have allergies or asthmas, like even environmental allergies, but asthma or thyroid problems or anything, just Google what are the worst foods to eat for such and such, or what causes asthma attacks, what foods, or things like that. Because Raven sat there and had an orange the other day, and it caused an asthma attack. And I've read debating things on that. Some say it's very low on it. Other lists say oranges, anything citrusy is high on the list of causing asthma attacks. Now, it didn't affect her to begin with, but the other day it did. So it must have been extra citrusy or something. So we're finding more and more foods you can't eat. But again, guys, check the labels of your food. I know I've talked about this before. Check the labels. If it has ingredients in it that is dyes, there's so many foods that have yellow number 5 in it, and I look at some of them, or even the blue number 3, number 4, whatever it is, and I look at them, I'm like, why do they have this color in here? It's not even colored, right? It has no color to some of these foods, and they're putting dyes in it. But if you have issues, if you have asthma, any kind of allergies, even if it's just environmental, but even foods, if you have thyroid issues, other issues, look at the ingredients and then make sure you have looked up what can cause problems with whatever you have. So like I said, if you have asthma or your child has asthma, just Google worst foods for asthma or what foods cause asthma attacks. That way you can be, ready, because for a while there I was like, so, when Raven first had it, I'm like, why is she having these asthma attacks, right? And come to find out, it's some of the foods, and I hate that. And pickles are like her favorite. She doesn't eat very many vegetables, so I'm like, okay, I'll count a pickle as a vegetable. And she can't eat them, and I hate that. And the natural ones, she does not like. So I'm gonna try and actually make some at home, and see if there's any way I can make it taste like the store-bought pickles. I doubt it, but we shall see. So anyway, that's just a tip for you today. And y'all have a great day.